Let's start this vision board. Let's organize our lives together. Let's be inspired. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Ashley. If you're new here, make sure to hit that like button. If you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button if you want to stick around for more. It's been a little bit since I picked up the camera. I put this calendar back on my desk in the hopes that I will organize my life. I grabbed my planner for the first time in, I think, a month yesterday. So that was super fun, you know, trying to get back into the planning aspect. I'm hoping I will do some sort of like vision board. I know that's pretty popular right now, but I do just believe in, you know, law of attraction. Not that, I don't know, I find it's hard, it's weird to say I believe in it because like it's not spiritual, it's just an idea, a thought. I don't know how to explain it. I'm no expert. Anyway, want to do some sort of vision board. I've been like debating, I don't really want to put it like on this wall. Although this is a cork board, so it would be like really easy to do. It's just, I use this as just like a clean neutral background for a lot of stuff. And I used to have a lot of like photos and postcards and things on this little cork board. But then I just always found myself taking them down for photos or if I'm filming stories or something like that. So I'll have to figure that out. Maybe I'll just put it on like a little board that I could like easily move if need be. I know a lot of people have been doing it just on Pinterest, but like I use Pinterest mainly for my blog, but I don't know, I just don't think I'll go on it that much. Like I want it to be like in my face. We'll see. That's on the plan for this week. Okay, I'll catch up with you guys later. So the next day now, I just did my eyebrows, so that's why they are looking a bit darker than normal. But besides this morning, this great Monday morning, just being, I don't know, why would a Monday morning go smoothly, I think is my question. It wouldn't, but it's okay. I just brewed myself another cup of coffee as my new latte espresso machine is, I don't know if the pump's broken. I don't know, I like had to file a claim or something and I'm hoping the customer service can get back to me. It's a whole thing. I need coffee. But I thought, you know, to get my spirits higher on this lovely Monday morning would be to just kind of continue on with organizing my life and finally talk to you guys about my 2021 vision board, which I started last night on Pinterest just to kind of see where my mind was going with that. And it took me a while to even get to where I did now. I don't know, like I definitely have quote unquote my vision for this year to an extent, but also I'm kind of just like I barely know what's going on next week, let alone next month. Where I will be at the end of the year, who knows? So let's open the laptop and let's get going on the vision board. Oh, also my Wi-Fi is down, so I am currently using my phone's hotspot. So, well, let's just like make a list. It's okay, I've got coffee, Lily is chilling downstairs. Let's start this vision board. Let's organize our lives together. Let's be inspired. Okay, Pinterest. So I actually use Pinterest mainly for my blog, but I did create a board, a secret board, because I honestly don't know why anyone would want to see this. Okay, I figured let's start there. So okay, here we go. 2021 visions. Woo, loading. So I added some pins last night and I figured we could chat a bit about my 2021 visions and goals and pretend for like the next 10 minutes that I have my life together. Okay, so I'm going to start here. I feel like this one is pretty self-explanatory once I tell you where this is, but this is Hobart, Tasmania, and this is partly just me manifesting that I will hopefully be able to move sometime this year to Australia. There is a lot up in the air right now. I mean, I would say the main life update with grad school, if you haven't been keeping up with my Instagram stories, is I am starting my classes online next month, which is like a whole other thing because I am very much in denial about school, like me being a student again, which is quite crazy. And this is just another gorgeous photo of Hobart once it wants to load, or maybe it is just very pixelated. Again, I apologize. My internet is a bit wacko right now. Tasmania itself is a little bit more mountainous than other parts of Australia, so I believe that's Mount Wellington in the background, which I actually did a little tour where I drove up it. Or no, I think I just went on a normal bus. I can't remember when I did visit Tasmania. But yeah, it's just like a gorgeous little harbor town, and that is where the head of the University of Tasmania is, which I will hopefully get to move to sometime this year. But regardless, I'm starting my degree online next month. And here's the next photo. This, I just miss going to markets, especially when I was studying abroad in New Zealand. One of my favorite things was going to the Saturday market and getting local peanut butter and a coffee and just going for a walk, and it just honestly made life seem just so much simpler, just walking to the market and getting a couple things and treating myself. And so this is the Salamanca market, I might be pronouncing that wrong, in Hobart, Tasmania. So I am hopefully manifesting with this photo that I will get to spend some lovely days over at the market. So if you are unaware with what I'm actually going to grad school for, or what I graduated with in the first place, is a marine biology degree, and I hope to focus in on pinniped physiology research in the future. So I will probably be doing my master's thesis on Australian fur seals. So this is a little Australian fur seal buddy. It's taking a while to load, but I feel like you get the gist. That is a fur seal. And then this photo is more so just manifesting just future down the line. An absolute dream of mine is to do my own research on the thermal physiology of leopard seals down in Antarctica. My master's is actually going to be in marine and Antarctic research. One of the main reasons that I went with Tasmania is not only for the research program that they have, but specifically for their focus in Antarctic research, where these leopard seals hang out. Going along with Antarctica, I just thought this photo was gorgeous. It's funny because I'm definitely much more of like a cold temperature person than a hot temperature person, but at the same time, there are so many times where I will get freezing here in like 20 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm like, I'm the one that wants to do research in Antarctica, so I don't exactly know what I'm thinking, but that is the goal. There's currently not much research going on the thermal physiology specifically, which I guess to put it in less scientific terms, I basically just want to learn how seals are processing heat in their body, especially with the very well-known temperature fluctuations going on right now with global warming. Not much is known on baseline temperatures for these organisms, on how they deal with heat normally, so it's going to be impossible for us to predict the future when temperatures continue to rise, how they will react. So very important stuff. Kind of going along with that, this isn't specifically a cafe in Australia. I believe this one's in California, but definitely Australian cafe vibes. I just really want to go back to cafes and just get work done and just have that time to myself. Like, this is just so bright and open. Ugh, the dream. And just like more, this I would say more so is just have more relaxing mornings at home. At the end of 2020, I really came to realize just how much I really appreciate slow mornings. So this is just kind of like my reminder to be like, okay, Ash, slow the F down. You're fine. The world is not exploding. Have your morning cup of coffee and chill for like 20 minutes. I believe this is the Southern Lights that I added here. So, fun fact, if you didn't know, not only are there Northern Lights, but there are actually Southern Lights in the Southern Hemisphere. So, I am hopefully manifesting that I get to see them, or at least be in the Southern Hemisphere by the winter, which is June, July. Again, Southern Hemisphere is opposite for seasons, so manifesting that. This photo is just a throwback to my semester abroad in New Zealand. I spent so much time on this gorgeous peninsula, and these trees honestly just crack me up. They are such weird trees. New Zealand has some of the weirdest trees. No, they have the weirdest trees I've ever seen in my entire life. Last time I went to New Zealand, I actually was debating getting a whole book on New Zealand trees because they just crack me up so much. They're like part tropical, part not, and it's just really funny. So anyway, this was kind of just not only manifesting travel and being in the Southern Hemisphere, but while abroad in New Zealand, I found a lot of solace and just peace being on this peninsula. I spent so much time alone on this peninsula while I was abroad because that's where the Marine Research Lab was. And I was conducting my own research for my undergraduate thesis with a professor out there, which, fun fact, I actually just got accepted into a publication. So yay, woo, go team. So I am a published scientist at the moment, which is insane at the age of 23. I just really enjoyed my time here. And also, if manifesting to go back to New Zealand means I could see my boyfriend, that would be incredible. Over here is just another gorgeous photo of the peninsula. This photo I actually took myself, and again, really miss cafes, really miss ceramic cups, really miss just exploring. Some more cafe photos. Are we surprised? Not really. This, I liked the productivity aspect that this kind of gave off of, okay, I can't tell you the last time I packed a backpack and went to a cafe or went somewhere to go get work done. So manifesting lots of time there, especially since I will be a student next month, which is insanity. Going into some manifesting affirmation type things. So this was the first one I came across. I'm a master at attracting money into my life, not to get too deep, but I actually stress a lot about money and it's a big form of anxiety for me. So as I have been reading the book The Secret and just practicing incorporating more journaling and stuff into my daily routine, I just thought that this would be a great one, as again my internet went bye-bye. I would love to be on a plane and go to the Southern Hemisphere, if I haven't said that 6 times already. So lots of traveling, hopefully in the future, if I am allowed in either the New Zealand or Australian international border. Crossing my fingers. This one is another one kind of forming around my anxiety with money, and it's like a little phone reminder: as I do what I love, money and abundance flow freely to me. A big thing, especially in American society, which I'm sure so many people and even in other cultures and societies can totally relate to this. I went on a mini Instagram rant about it last night over on my Instagram stories, but basically I've just really struggled with this like toxic narrative, particularly from just the nature of where I grew up and everything, where kind of just along the lines of like you have to have your life figured out by the age of like 18, which is not fair in the slightest, and I know so many can agree with me on that one. But also just the fact that, especially I feel like in American society, you are your job, like your life is your job. And don't get me wrong, I'm so excited for my future career, but I don't want to be defined by my job. I am myself and I happen to have a job, but I don't want to be defined by my job. And another thing that comes along with that is, oh, well, how much money do you make? How much this? How much that? Oh, is that really a good career? Are you actually going to make money doing that? And it's just kind of instilled this anxiety in me. So I just really liked that. As I do what I love, money and abundance flow freely to me. And so there was a couple other like affirmation type things that I was thinking about putting in this board, but I just felt that that one kind of summed it up, is that I am allowed to want to do what I want to do in life, and money will come to me. I guess. We'll hope. Okay, only a couple more here that I got to add. Okie dokie. Goodbye, laptop. But basically this yellow one just says, just enjoy where you are now. Again, I've just been really trying to be more present and mindful of being in the present moment, especially as I am a massive, massive overthinker, and I'm always just planning my life like 6 years ahead. So yeah, great reminder. This one just says you can't be bitter and expect your life to be sweet, and really goes along with, in my opinion, just law of attraction. What you give out is what you get back kind of deal. So yeah, I mean, if I'm sitting here being a bitter witch, then, you know, I can't really expect much great to come to me. This one is one that I really dealt with, especially at the beginning of last year, and I still just find it very relevant as just honestly something to sum up the year. Again, my internet cut out, but it says, say it over and over again until you are out of breath. I will not make myself small. And I also just thought that that was a really good one to end on. I will probably be adding more to this board And again, I'm still debating like if I want to like print some images out or just have like photos that I already have kind of be on like my little cork board. So I don't know, we'll figure it out, but I just thought that was a great one to end it on. I especially went through a lot the beginning of last year with feeling like I had to adjust my personality specifically to fit into a job that I should have quit so many months previous. But anyway, I just thought that that was really just a great reminder for any situation is to not tone down your personality and tone down just yourself as a whole to fit the needs of others. And I naturally do have let me rephrase. I naturally have a strong personality, and I've just been pretty insecure about it, honestly, a big portion of my life. And so that was just a great reminder to kind of end this on. Hopefully a lot of productive cafe mornings, traveling, and moving across the world. Maybe a trip to Antarctica to hang out with seals. Who knows? But I would say that just sums it up. I hope this inspired you to just think about what you want this year to bring. I don't necessarily love to set resolutions because I just find myself not only not really sticking to them, but I feel like setting an entire year goal is just very, overwhelming to me. Like, I'm much more of like, okay, I'm gonna set a goal for today or for this week. Like, again, I don't even know where I'm going to be 2 months from now. So it's hard for me to really set a huge life yearly goal. Like, a year is a long time. So I'm kind of trying to not get too ahead of myself, maybe. Here, let me put you guys down somehow. But basically, my brother came down to visit he goes to school up in Connecticut, so it was his first time home since Thanksgiving. Amongst everything going on with my family quarantining and everything, we just decided that was the safest bet. So we exchanged gifts with him, and it was just a lot of fun to like not really have the camera out and just enjoy all the quality run around time with him. Lots of Target runs, coffee runs, random home goods runs, very on brand for the both of us. So it was just nice to have him home, and I would just happen to be off work, so it just worked out great. I have work today. It is currently Sunday, January 10th. I actually have an earlier shift over at Lulu today, which is a bit different for me. I normally work later on Sundays, so it'll be like a nice change of pace to go in earlier because then I also get to get out earlier. So that'll be super fun. Coffee of the day is by Unity Coffee Roasters. I actually just reviewed it over on my Instagram stories at Coffee Nut. So go check that out. I do really enjoy all of their colorful packaging, and this was a pretty good roast. Again, I just hate how I hate when coffee roasters don't have a way to like reseal their bags, so I have like random clips. I actually think one of these is a bottle opener, so there you go. And yeah, not really much else going on over here. I mean, if you can see, no more Christmas tree. Changed the blanket, no more Christmas pillows, no more red garland on my bed. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little bit different. Just, I've been seeing so much like productive content, and it's been getting me in the mood. So I hope you guys have a great Monday or whatever day you are watching this. I hope you have a great week. I hope you guys are making the most of January so far. And yeah, I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.